Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I got my Friday shirt on. You can't see it, but I have it on, so that's all that matters. And as you can see, I also have this headband on, so you know what that means. I will be doing October's foundation hunt, and I'm excited because it's on a cushion foundation, and this is my first time ever trying a cushion foundation, but it's on a cushion foundation that was made with deeper complexions in mind. So if you would like to see that, then just stay tuned. So this is the Diba Queendom cushion foundation. This retails for $30 for 0.05 ounces. This comes in 9 shades. These were sent to me, so I have 3 of them here. And let me see what they say about these online. Queendom Cushion Foundation have your tones and undertones covered. From tan to deep skin tones and warm golden tones to olive and deep neutral tones, Queendom Cushion Foundation has your match. Benefits: full coverage, matte finish, long wearing, lightweight, for all skin types, oil-free, water and sweat resistant. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so I've got 560R, 580N, and then 600N, which I believe is the darkest that this comes in. So I have 560R right here, and then I have 580N. Now y'all know I'm a neutral undertone, so I'd want to go with 580, but 560 blends into my skin a little bit more. The undertone just might be a little off on that one, so I'm going to try 560 in today's video. If worst, case scenario, at least I already have the next shade down if I need to go darker. And then let me open up 600 so you can see what that shade looks like. Oh, this is what the actual container looks like. Very pretty. And then open it up. There's a little puff in there. And then, ooh, how do I hold this? Can you see that? And then that is that's how deep 600 goes. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with 580N, and again, worst case scenario, if it's too dark, then I can just go up to 560, but I'm playing safe, and I'm gonna go with 580. Now, I've never used a cushion, so I'm assuming I'm just going to use a little pad, push it into the product. You see how the product's coming out more and more, and then start pushing everything on my face. Start pushing it onto my face. Ooh. Alright, well, I mean, I do have them both, so I guess I could do, one on each side. Yeah, let's do that, because at least I have nowhere to go today. So we're gonna do a 580 on this side of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and set 560 with a good old Beauty Bakery. So this is what my face looks like. I feel like it wouldn't be a foundation hunt if I did not look crazy. Again, 560R is set and 580N is not. I don't have a phone, but my computer is saying that it is 11:23, so I will be back later. Actually, I'm going to check in the afternoon, and then I'll be back later so you can see how this held up on my face and give my thoughts on this foundation. Okay, so it is 1:41 in the afternoon. I'm about to eat lunch, so let's make this quick. But this is what my face is looking like. So this is 560R and this is 580N. They're low-key kind of giving me, a different vibe in natural lighting than in my filming lighting. But I don't know, I feel like 560, it's like the right shade, but it's not the right undertone. It's low-key giving me like gray-ish undertone. But yeah, that's 580, and this is how it is holding up on my face. I'm gonna check in a couple more hours, so before I say anything. Okay, so ooh. Okay, so it is a 5:39, and this is what my face is looking like. All right, so let's just go through the checklist because they had a whole bunch of benefits about this foundation. First is full coverage. I would say I was actually surprised. I'm guessing because of what I thought a cushion, well, what I know a cushion foundation is and the type of formula that it has. I was expecting a pretty, my tongue is red. If you see that, I was drinking Kool-Aid before this, don't judge me. I was expecting a pretty sheer coverage foundation, but this has some coverage to it. And what's nice about it is that it has such a natural finish to it that it's pretty buildable. Like you can pack on, even though, you know, I just used one shade on each side, I used quite a bit of pats on my face putting product on. So it's a really buildable foundation. I would say it's a pretty medium coverage to full coverage if that's what you want with this, and you'll still have a natural finish. But that brings me into the next one. It says it has a matte finish. I don't feel that it does. Even after I set the one side of my face, I still didn't feel like it looks like a matte finish. If anything, I wouldn't even say it's like a dewy finish. It's a pretty natural finish foundation. Let's see, long wearing. It hasn't separated or anything like that on my face. What I will say is that this is going to transfer and easily. I had something hit my chin earlier, and when I looked down, there was just like a whole patch of brown on it. And even, why is there, what did I just, oh. I just looked down at my hand and I realized there's white all over it, and I just realized I touched paint. Great. But what I was trying to say is earlier I went to go like scratch my nose or something like that, and then I realized that there was a whole bunch of product on the other side of my finger. So it's very easy. Now I've got product and paint all over my hands. It's very easy for this to transfer. So, you know, I guess you're gonna need some type of like bulletproof setting spray there. What else does this say? Lightweight. It is very lightweight. You don't feel this on your face. However, well, okay, so I just said you don't feel this on your face, and I'm about to say I did start feeling it on my face like an hour ago. So it hasn't been that long that I've been able to feel it, but the longer I am wearing this, the more I am starting to feel it. So I would say I got about, what, I left around 11, so it's been around 5 hours before I could start feeling it on my face, but now like I can feel it on my face. For all skin types, that's probably the biggest issue that I have with the claims of this foundation. If you guys did not know, I have combo oily skin, and yeah, at the check-in, I would say it was probably like a glow from within type of look. Like it was still kind of, I was obviously, you know, starting to have my oil show through, but it was one of those kind of like, oh, maybe, you know, like maybe she's just dewy from within, you know, like maybe she's got a natural glow to her. And then as time has gone on, like I'm just starting to look shiny all over the place. So I'm not sure about for all skin types, and like it's even in some of the places where I don't have the most of oily skin, because my oily skin is in my T-zone, and then the rest of my face is pretty normal, although I do have some dry patches, but you guys know where they are if you've been here for a minute. So that's what my skin type situation is looking like there. Oil free and water and sweat resistant. Okay, so my thoughts on this foundation. I feel like it's a very particular foundation. Like you have to be a specific type of person to try this out and like it. I feel like it has a beautiful finish. Even now, like I said, if I were to blot my face, I still feel like I would have a really nice finish to my face. Oh, I forgot to touch on the shades, but I guess I'll do that in a few minutes. Really the thing is, I just feel like you would have to be someone who has more of a dry skin, maybe even normal skin, maybe, who would like this. And it's funny because I've seen a whole bunch of comments, people saying, when are these, you know, companies going to stop coming out with all these matte foundations? When are they going to give us some dry skin options? And I feel like the last few foundations I've tried were geared more towards, you know, dry skin, like that Flesh foundation stick, and now this foundation. Like I feel like if you had dry skin, that you would like this a whole lot more, and it would probably wear a little bit better on you. And if you do have oily skin and still want to try this out, then I just feel like you'd have to take some like extra steps there as far as like really matte primer, matte powder, matte setting spray, and all of that stuff. And the reason if you have oily skin that you might still want to try this out is because it does have such a nice finish, and if you're someone who wants more of that, you know, Your Skin But Better type finish. And even Your Skin But Better, but still low-key kind of full coverage type of thing. Because it's weird that you can do that with this, but you can do that with this. So that's nice about this. Something else that might hinder it, though, is the shades. There are only 9 shades in this. And I get it, you know, when you're starting out, like... I mean, some companies do go all out even when they're starting out, and then I get why some wouldn't, because you don't know what people are going to like, and then you're investing money and all this other stuff. But I just really don't feel like it's ever going to be that easy to talk about something that comes out with just like 9 shades or even like 14 shades, because there are so many different skin tones out there and so many different undertones, and I feel like the undertones are what's killing me here with this foundation, because 580 is obviously too dark for me, but it has a neutral undertone, which is the undertone that I need. So 560, where I feel like 560 is something that is, you know, like my shade, it's the undertone that's killing me, because when I first put it on, I was looking at the monitor, I was thinking, oh, it might be just a little too warm for me, but when I was looking throughout the day and even in that check-in, I was getting kind of gray vibes from how my face looked in natural lighting. So I feel like the shades might give you an issue if you are trying to check this out, just because there aren't that many to choose from, and the undertones are pretty much neutral red. Let me see, they have it on the website. At least I thought, no, they do, right? Yeah, wait, do they? Yeah, they have N, which would be neutral, Y yellow, R red, Y N R R N N. Yeah, so it's pretty much neutral, red, and yellow, and it's just like it's never gonna be easy finding foundations, and you won't always find a foundation match with every foundation, but it's just like when you come out with one that's so limited, it's really hard finding one. So I really feel like if you are going to check this out and this is something that, you know, sounds like a type of product that you would like to try out, whether you have dry skin or oily skin, that's what might hinder you in actually finding one, because you can make it work if you want to. It's just finding a shade that's going to match you that might be a little tricky with this one. But if you do find a shade, and you know, especially if you are dry or normal skin and you like that whole type of like natural, Your Skin But Better type of skin look to your vibe, I really think you'll like it. And even if you do have oily skin and you want to check this out and you can find your shade, like I said, there are those things that you can do to kind of make this work more for you, and I think you'll like it that way. And yeah, no, almost forgot, it's been a minute, even though I just did one last month. Let me go ahead and insert that flash test right here. And now that is it for this video. So I hope seeing me try this out on my face and hearing some of my thoughts has helped. If you were thinking of trying any of these out for yourself, make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.